There's no place like home. Hi, this is Wani and welcome to Wani's house. Today, as promised, I'm bringing you my living room fall video. We're going to start here with this chalkboard art that I created from a picture that I purchased at Goodwill last year, and I took out the glass. It had broken, so I just used the art part and I put some chalkboard paint on there, let it dry, and the outside of the frame is painted with black and a metallic like gold paint. I really like this. I'm really happy with it, actually. That's my handwriting there. It's not so great. I usually have my husband write a quote or something on there for the different seasons, but since he wasn't here and wasn't available, you see my handwriting. So it says, "There's no place like home." And then right in front of our chalkboard art, we have a candelabra. Actually, there are two candelabras here. They're tall ones. I received these about 10 years ago for an anniversary present. It was one of the things that I had registered for, and I received it. And around it, I wrapped some garland around it. You see here, and there are two long garlands that's wrapped up and down that, and I love how it looks on here. I think it's very pretty. During the winter time, I do something totally different, and these candelabras, they're adjustable, so I can make them tall or make them short. Then here is a sofa table here, and it's near the back door of my home. And on it, you'll see the candelabra. There's some pictures. There's a candle holder that I purchased from, where I got that from? I think I got that from either Salvation Army or the Goodwill. Here is like a trough, and I love this. I purchased this a couple of months ago from Marshall's, and sometimes in here for different occasions I can put I have put like forks, knives and spoons, napkins, things like that in here. You can put your condiments in here, and it's very rustic looking. I think it looks great for this time of year. I tied a burlap bow around here. Then here there's some decorative book, New Decorator and At Home Southern Living books. I love those. And actually, one of my co-workers, she knows I love to decorate, and she collected these books and she gave them to me. So I was really happy for them. They have some really great ideas in there, and they're also great, you know, for height and for decorating. And then I have some pictures here. That frame was I got it a couple of months ago. Actually, it was last year. Can't remember where I got it from, but it was chipped. But I like the outside and the border so much. So what I did, I took some of the craft paper and I cut it to fit the insert of this frame, and then I bordered it with some jute here. I love the way that turned out, and then I added a burlap flower there. And then there is our mousse that I showed you in the last video that I got from Hancock Fabric. So if you turn over here, this is my bar area, and this is actually a utility cart that I received from my last employer before they closed, and they was trashing these, and so I took one, and when I saw it, I immediately thought a bar cart. So those are the things in the bar cart here. Some drinks. I have my servingware there for the bar, as well as our wine bottle opener there. Okay, then here is the rear view of my living area, and as I told you, it is flows, so it opens up into the dining area right here. So let's go forward here, and in this area you will see the wall art that I purchased that I showed you a couple of weeks ago. That lamp is a Tiffany lamp. My mom collects Tiffany lamps, and that's one that she gave to me, and I really like it. It really goes with this area this time of year. Here I have some pine cones on a tray, and then I have another chalkboard right here that says give thanks. I love that. This buffet here, not quite sure if you can see it very well, but my mom purchased this for me for a Christmas gift about 2 years ago. I really like it, and in these drawers is where I keep all of my napkins here. So I have some orange one. This is like the two-tone orange, and some what is this, like a cantaloupe color here. And then in here I have some napkins, some yellows and some golds. And these are actually dish towels, but I use them as napkins sometimes. Then down here, I don't know if you can see, is a bunch of china that my mom gave me a couple of years ago, and I'm gonna use some of that pretty soon. So that is this area. And then here is my fireplace, and right here, that's the crate that I showed you in my last video, and there's 2 lanterns there, and a basket that I think I got that from I got that from Michael's a couple of years ago, as well as some foliage in there. Then up here on my mantle, that is a topiary that I made. It was bare, so I wrapped the bottom part in some burlap and tied it with some greenery, and that's moss that I glued to the top. Here is actually 2 garlands, and I twisted them together to make it fuller. I added some pine cones in here, as well as these pumpkins. They're made of a Brillo pad type material, but I like them because, you know, of the sparkliness of them, as well as these orange ones here. So I nestled those in there, and you see some pine cones in there. Then on this niche over here, I have what is that? A portrait. That frame, it was a bare frame, and I purchased a raw material. It's just like the wood bee, and I wrapped it in the twine and jute, and I put a piece of burlap in the middle there. There's my owl I purchased about 2 weeks ago, and I think it was like $2.99 at Marshall's. And another lantern there, and some pictures, and my little wish sign here. Here is a branch that I'm always bringing in some type of outside, bringing it in along with the pine cones. This is a branch that fell. I just like how it looks in here, so that's just my branch. That is the Paris pillow that I made, along with the pillow that I purchased from I think this one came from TJ Maxx. There is the basket that I showed you in my last video that I purchased from Burlington Coat Factory with a throw blanket inside. And that is another pillow that I purchased from Burlington Coat Factory. Then here is my sofa area here. You see the background. And all the pillows, some of them came with the sofa. Some I purchased from Anna Linens, and the 2 bright yellow ones came from IKEA. And then here on my sofa table, I just have a box here that we sit the remote controls on, and this lantern here, it's kind of Moroccan, but I love the glass in there. It's really fall, like the gold color, so that's why I put it here. This is actually a charger plate, and I placed this pumpkin on it here with a candle, and I put some of the bead garland in the bottom, and around here is actually a wreath. It's a berry wreath. And then there we have some more decorative books, along with the pumpkin that I showed you in the last video, and these these candles. All the candles and all of the candelabras here, they're on a timer, so they all come on at the same time. These here they actually run by remote control as well. And then there's another tall candelabra with the candle inside. And then we have some wall hangings here that I purchased a couple of years ago. And all the foliage that's in that vase came from Anna's Linen a couple of years ago. And this vase right here, I have two of them. And I got them from Kohl's, I think it was last year. And they had marked it down. They were on clearance. And I think I got them for like $4 each, and they had two, and I purchased the last two. This is a printable that I have, and I love this. Our Story is my favorite love story. I love that. And that's another one of the little vases that I got from Hancock Fabric that I showed you in another video. So this is my living room, my family room. This is our pet Cookie. Some kind of way, anytime I take pictures, Cookie's always end up in the picture all the time. She's usually right in this area, like right here, but now she's behind me. Oh, this is my favorite chair. I love this chair. This whole set came from Ashley's Furniture, and it was pieced together. It doesn't actually go together, but different things I bought at Ashley Furniture. It's probably about 7-8 years ago now. And the bench, and that is another throw right here, along with the tray that I showed you in my video. And you see that throw, it has all the colors that I'm using in here: burgundies, greens, yellows, all of those. It's very, very warm in here. And lastly, I just want to turn on the fireplace so you can get the full effect of how it looks in here. My fireplace is electric, so I don't have the heat on right now, but just so you see, this is my home for the fall this year. I love how everything came together. I think it looks very cozy. One of my friends told me the other day when she came by, she said it looks staged. It doesn't look like anyone lives here. It doesn't look like this all the time. Believe me, someone lives here. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to share this with you. I hope you like it. And as I always say, whenever you're in town, you know you can always come by Wani's house. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.